I'm here at Walibi Belgium, just near Brussels, and it's got 10 different roller coasters for me to get on today. It's my first time coming to this theme park, so I'm going to try and get on all the roller coasters at the park today. So it's going to be a day full of me credit chasing, and this place has the absolutely elite Intamin mega coaster, Kondaa, which I expect to be my favourite coaster in the park. So the park's open from 10 AM all the way till 6 PM. So let's see if I can get all 10 credits, shall we? My name is Max Grindon and this is Max G-Force. And I've just entered the park here. It looks like Walibi are celebrating their 50th year anniversary. Yeah, they've been open since 1975, and before it was called Walibi Belgium, it actually held the Six Flags name, and this was a Six Flags park. And then in 2005 they changed the name to Walibi Belgium. So the park has literally just opened. It's about 10 past 10 now, and look, I've only got one day to do all these coasters. I want to get all the credits in, so it's going to be quite a jam-packed day today to fit it all in. I'm going to head straight to the back of the park, which is where Kondaa is located. It'll be interesting to see how it's riding in the morning, because I've heard these Intamin mega coasters really warm up throughout the day. So, you know, my first impressions on it, if they're great, then God only knows what they're going to be like later in the day. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, Six Flags, when they owned the park, they built loads of roller coasters, which is why there's so many for me to get on today. And on my way, I've just spotted a Huss top spin, the exact same model you would have been able to find at Chesington with Ramesses Revenge and Ripsaw. And look at this huge Intamin drop tower. These are meant to be really forceful. I won't be getting on that today. I really don't enjoy drop towers. They are a little bit too intense for me. I mean, I'll go on them if I have to, but yeah, this is a bit big for me. And there it is. I've spotted it. I've spotted the black track. What's it? It's sort of like a dark green track of Kondaa. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. Over here you've got a Gerstlauer bobsled coaster, Tiki Waka. I mean, this place is full of attractions, and yeah, I really do look forward to getting on as many coasters as I can today. And this blue track to my left here is Mechalodon. It's their new for 2025 family coaster. It's a Gerstlauer like family launch coaster, which is a prototype of theirs. So it'll be really interesting to see how it rides. I've heard lots of positive things about it. Yeah, there it is. It's themed to like a megalodon, so like a robotic sort of big shark. But there's only one thing I want to ride right now, and it is Kondaa. So I spotted it back there. I think I'm walking in the right direction. Like I said, I've never been here before, so I don't really know where everything is. I mean, I've got a park map on my phone. You can download the Walibi Belgium app. Yeah, so I'm just using that to guide me. Yeah, I think it's round here, Kondaa. Oh, I can just about spot it in the trees back there. And here we go. I'm entering the themed land where Kondaa is located. Oh, and look at this Intamin mega coaster. It's 164 feet tall. It's got a max G-force of 4.5 Gs. This thing is meant to be really quite forceful, and yeah, I'm so excited for this. It opened in 2021, so yeah, it's a pretty new investment for the park. It only opened 4 years ago, and I'm going to get straight in line. I mean, look how quiet it is around here as well. It's a brilliant themed land. It's sort of like a Aztec sort of style land. Yeah, it looks absolutely brilliant, the theming here. Oh look, 20-minute wait. Oh, I think it's going to be worth it. and I've just got off my second ride on Kondaa. They've got a single rider line and it was completely empty, so I had 2 back-to-back rides. They're only running 1 train, which is a little bit disappointing, but you know, I suppose they don't really need 2 trains at the moment at this time in the morning because it's not got a long queue whatsoever really. So the single rider, because it's only got 1 train running, I managed to get off of my first ride, run round back into the single rider queue again and get on the next train. Like, I couldn't have got on it any quicker, so that was fantastic. So what do I think of my 2 back-to-back rides on Kondaa then? This coaster is fantastic. So that first drop, on both rides, I sat on the back row, first on the left and then on the right side of the train. And coming down that first drop, you're whipped to the right, complete ejector airtime out of your seat. It's probably the best first drop I've ever experienced on a roller coaster of this size, 164 feet. Then you go into this brilliant airtime hill. That airtime hill is really strong, you get good ejector on that. And then you go into this mad element, it's quite rare, it's a non-inverting cobra roll. So normally you get 2 inversions on cobra rolls, one when you enter and then one when you exit. But this one, it's banked so that you're just about not going upside down. That was, I really enjoyed that. It doesn't take it with loads of speed, but it doesn't have to, because you're still getting good sort of, it's not quite hang time, but it's throwing you out of your seat upside down. So yeah, you're getting thrown out of your seat, whipped out of it when you pull out of the cobra roll especially. And yeah, I think that's definitely going to be best felt on the back row because you're getting whipped through the elements on the back. Basically, after the cobra roll, you then enter the smaller elements of the ride as it's still trying to keep up the pacing despite the train losing its speed. So you get smaller elements to deliver just as strong airtime. And yeah, you get like a small sort of bank to the left, which gave me good floater airtime, which I wasn't expecting. And then yeah, another few pops of airtime. And at the end, there's a few bunny hills and one that throws you to your left. They're good fun. Overall, this is a really good airtime machine here at Walibi Belgium. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Kondaa and I really look forward to riding it later in the day when it's warmed up, because yeah, I've heard it warms up a lot. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But now I'm going to head over to do Tiki Waka, which is just over there. And I've made my way over to Tiki Waka now. So this is a Gerstlauer bobsled coaster. But yeah, Tiki Waka, what a brilliant name for a roller coaster. And I'll let you know how it rides when I get off. Well, I've just got off my one ride there on Tiki Waka. What do I think of it? Well, it's beautifully smooth. Yeah, Gerstlauer's really made a smooth coaster with this one. And I'd say it's a really good family coaster. It's something I would have really enjoyed when I was younger. This would have been well up there with one of my favourite roller coasters as a kid, because back then I used to be scared of big drops on rides, and as you can see here, as it's coming out of the first drop, it's only a small one, so it gets some good speed in points, which is good fun. I mean, you've got a few airtime hills here and there, but they don't deliver like any proper airtime. But I wouldn't expect that from this coaster, but because it is targeting more to the families. But I think it's fantastic. I love the fact that it goes travelling around this land here. So yeah, overall, this is a really good family coaster here at Walibi Belgium. Yeah, I'm a fan of Tiki Waka. Oh, the things I do for YouTube. Look at what contraption I'm in right now. This feels quite dangerous for someone of my size and weight. It's probably intended for children, but the reason I'm here is because I'm getting off-ride shots of the coasters, and they're really good off-road shots. Like look at this angle I can get of Megalodon there. Oh yeah, look at that. So there you go. I mean, it's good. Walibi Belgium has this for the kids. Right, I've got the off-ride shots. Now it's time for me to get out of here. Oh my gosh, Jesus. Oh, blimey, this is swaying. Look how much this is swaying. I mean, it's not helping that I'm holding the camera at the same time, so I can only like secure myself with one hand. But there we go. Right, after just coming off Tiki Waka and getting some off-ride shots there for it, I'm going to head over to do Megalodon now. It's their newest investment for the park, and they've built a whole new land for it as well. So yeah, I'm excited to go check that out and bring that to you. And here we go, this is the new land I was talking about. Look, they've got a brilliant lighthouse here. And yeah, look at it, it looks like a brilliant old dockyard there. I mean, wow. It's really well themed, this coaster. And that old Schwarzkopf shuttle looper there, that has also had some theming improvements on the front there to match in with the new land. But anyway, let's get on Megalodon now, and I'll let you know how it rides. And I've just got off Megalodon there, and oh my gosh, I am really impressed with that family Gerstlauer coaster. Literally, you get loads of good moments of floater airtime. Yeah, it's a great introduction to airtime for the kids, really. And I mean, I would say this is sort of, in terms of thrill level, this is sort of on the mid-tier to probably higher end of a family ride, because the first launch is really quite snappy, so I can imagine the younger ones being quite shocked at that, because yeah, it's a good fast snappy launch, and yeah, you do get some good moments of floater airtime. And it's a nice long layout as well. You've got 3 launches in total on there, and even though the second and the third launches are profiled as like airtime hills, like speed hills, like you know you get that sometimes with launches, like the second one on the Ride to Happiness. So I was expecting some airtime on that, but I didn't get anywhere I was seated, and I was seated sort of mid-train towards the back. Despite that, there's loads of good moments of floater airtime on this. Also, I absolutely love the S-bend turns. It reminds me a lot of the cheetah hunt over in Busch Gardens, Tampa, and that's a highlight for me on that coaster. And yeah, it's really snappy, this, and it's just overall a really good full package for a family coaster. I can think of loads of parks back home in the UK that would really benefit from one of these coasters. So, you know, it's a prototype by Gerstlauer. This is their first one they've made, and they've absolutely smashed it. So well done to Gerstlauer, because this really is a full package, and yeah, it's a absolutely brilliant family coaster. So having just come off my one ride there on Megalodon, I'm getting a little bit hungry now, a little bit peckish, and I found a burger place on the app. It's always a safe bet, a good burger. So I'm going to head over there. It's called Dalton Burger, and I'll let you know how it tastes. I'm just passing a log flume there. It's got a double down on it, so that's like the one, literally like the one at Plopsaland Japan, which I was only at yesterday. So be sure to check out that vlog if you haven't already. I had an amazing time at Plopsaland, getting on my second favourite roller coaster in the world, Ride to Happiness. Yeah, that was incredible, because that's also in Belgium. So yeah, it's only like a 1 hour, 40-minute drive from here, I think. No, it's probably about 2 hours actually. Yeah, you get a lot of traffic on that road. But anyway, yeah, I'll head over to the burger place and yeah, let you know how it goes. And on my way, I'm passing this absolutely gigantic Intamin drop tower. These things, they're meant to be really intense. As you can see, the brakes only kick in towards the bottom, so you're in free fall, and then you're just suddenly coming to a stop. I mean, yeah, I'd do it if I had to, but I'm not a big fan of drop towers. And I've made my way over to Calamity Mine now. This is a Vekoma mine train coaster. It's got 2 lift hills, so it's a pretty long ride. And yeah, I'll let you know how it rides when I get off. Oh, and by the way, I just had my burger as well. I've just had lunch, and yeah, the burger was pretty good. It was pretty standard burger chips. But anyway, I'll let you know how Calamity Mine rides when I get off. And I've just got off my one ride there on Calamity Mine. They're running 2 trains on this thing, and I didn't notice this, but the 2 lift hills they've got here, they're right next to each other as you enter them, and the second train, if it's running it like it did today, enters the lift hill at the same time. So you get a little bit of a dueling aspect on this coaster as well, so that's good fun. Look, this coaster is not to be underestimated. It reminds me a bit of Big Thunder Mountain at the Disneyland parks. You get some good speed during the helixes on it. Yeah, there's quite a few helixes which are basically like just going in a circle, pretty much. Yeah, you get good speed on them. It's good fun because it's a bit janky, but that adds to the fact that you know, you're riding a mine train, so it works, the jankiness on this. In fact, when I was going up the second lift hill, the train wobbled a little bit, like the track was a little bit uneven, so that was quite funny. You don't often get that with still coasters. You do often get with wooden coasters when you're looking up, the track will sometimes be wobbly and not even. But yeah, it was weird to feel that on a still coaster. But yeah, you know, I think this is a really good mine train. I love the fact that the track there literally looks like a train track, how they've themed it with the wooden planks. Oh yeah, and something else as well. You get a spray of water there, and if you're unlucky like me, you can get wet on this thing. I was sitting on the right side of the train, and I did get a little bit wet, a little splash of water, and you don't really get wet going under that fountain. That one's more for show, but yeah, you do get a sudden jump scare of water there. But yeah, overall, Calamity Mine, it's a really good Vekoma mine train. And I'm just walking towards Loop Guru, which is their major wooden coaster, and I'm just passing some flat rides now aimed at the younger ones. Yeah, that's something I've noticed about Walibi Belgium is, once again, similar to Plopsaland, they've got loads of attractions just jotted all about the place, like loads of filler attractions, which, as I explained in my Plopsaland video, they eat up the crowds. They're really good to have. The more rides you have in a park, the less queues you're going to get because you're spreading out the crowd. So yeah, it's great. I've passed loads of flat rides. Look, here's another one. I mean, yeah, there's tons. And there we go, I've just spotted it in the distance there, the wooden coaster. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what it's meant to be like, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise. And I've made my way over to Loup-Garou now. Loup-Garou is French for werewolf. So they speak French in this part of Belgium, hence why it's the French name for werewolf. It's a Vekoma wooden coaster. It opened all the way back in 2001 and it's got a height of 91 feet, so it's not that tall, and it's got a top speed of 49 miles per hour. So it'll be interesting to see how this wooden coaster by Vekoma rides. I'll let you know how it rides when I get off. Okay, I have just got off my one ride there on Loup-Garou, and that was, how can I put this? You know what? I think that thing was trying to kill me. Okay, so I've ridden a few rough roller coasters in my time, in my short time of being a coaster enthusiast, and that one is definitely one of the most rough. However, the saving grace for it is it's got loads of padding in the seats. You're literally sitting on a sofa, and that allows it to be this rough, and you can still enjoy a rough ride. This thing, it's an experience. It's an extreme experience. You definitely can't go on it if you've got like a bad back or something like that, because you're thrown, you know, all over your seat. But yeah, in terms of like the layout, it's got a pretty good layout. You've got great moments of floater airtime on it. The first drop's good fun, but yeah, you've got a few airtime hills there, and you've also got some good laterals as well, some good lateral G-forces where you're getting pinned to the left and to the right. So yeah, Loup-Garou, you know what? Yeah, it's a rough ride, but it can be rough because it is, you know, as long as you're going into it prepared for that, you can still have a really fun time on it and have a good laugh, because yeah, it is good fun. But yeah, it's literally, yeah, one of the most extreme rough rides I've ever been on. And yeah, definitely don't ride it if you've got a bad back or anything, because it won't do you any good. But yeah, the saving grace for it is definitely those comfy seats. Absolutely brilliant idea. Well done, Walibi Belgium. So having done Loup-Garou, that now means I've done 5 of the 10 roller coasters they've got here at the park. So I'm 5 credits down, 5 to go. And so I'm on my way to do Cobra, which is like a very typical Vekoma boomerang roller coaster. But you know, I've literally only done one of them in the world, so they may be plastered around the world, but I've only done one, so it'll be interesting getting on one of those again. And behind me is Walibi. I think that might be how you pronounce it. It's basically their water park, literally. It's basically within the same park. That's not included in my ticket, I don't think. And also, I'm just passing the lake that's situated in this park, and how stunning are these views. So you've got Pulsar there, which is a Mack shuttle coaster. So yeah, you go forwards up it and then backwards and then forwards again with a big splash. Unfortunately, that's been closed most of today, so I don't know whether I'm going to get on Pulsar, which would be disappointing. But you know what? I've still got the other half of today to get on it, so hopefully they get it up and running. Yeah, it's only gone past 1 o'clock now, and the park closes at 6, so plenty of time for it to hopefully get back up and running again. And if you've made it this far into the vlog, then please do be sure to smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It's completely free and it really helps out. Just there, I mean, this looks absolutely massive and really quite menacing. You've got a Schwarzkopf shuttle loop there called Turbine. That looks absolutely fantastic. That's over by where Mechalodon was. And yeah, I'll be sure to do that soon. But anyway, I'm going to head over and do Cobra now. And I'm just entering Karma World. And look at Cobra. I have to say, the placement of this Vekoma boomerang is absolutely fantastic. So with these ones, you go up backwards, up the backwards spike there, then you drop into this Cobra roll and go forwards up the vertical loop, and then you go up that lift hill forwards and then go down that drop backwards. So yeah, I'll let you know how it rides when I get off. And I've just got off Cobra there, and you know what? Yeah, it's a cloned ride, and clone rides get a lot of slack just because, you know, they're not really unique. But you know what? I really enjoyed my ride on that Vekoma boomerang. So my favourite part about these is the vertical loops on them. Honestly, the best part is when you're going down that second drop there into the loop backwards. You get the most amount of force on the ride, in my opinion, at that point. And just going through the loop backwards with all that force, it makes for a really fun experience. When it comes to the Cobra roll, I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's not quite head banging, it's neck banging. The way the over-the-shoulder restraints rest on your body is they sort of stop here, or at least they do with me. So I guess with other people it would be head banging, but with me, yeah, they rest about here. So I'm basically, my neck's whacking into it because these are pretty janky rides. But literally only with the Cobra roll, that's the only janky part about it. Yeah, it sort of feels like it's trying to decapitate you when you're pulling into and out of that. So that bit's a bit annoying. But other than that, they do make for really fun, sort of forceful rides. I do enjoy a good Vekoma boomerang. By the way, when you go up that for the first time backwards, you get panoramic views all around the park. You can literally see most of the coasters in the park from up there. And I looked over to my right and I noticed a coaster that I missed, Vampire, which is it's another clone. It's actually another Vekoma. It's a Vekoma SLC, which is the pretty world-renowned for being rough rides. But who cares? I'm going to go ride it. I need to do it for the credit. So yeah, I'm going to head back over to that sort of Transylvania sort of style land to ride Vampire.
Coming up on Max G-Force.
You really do feel like your feet are going to crack against the supports. My hands are still somewhat shaking and my legs feel a bit wobbly. My feet did actually hit a tree. I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating, to which there was a security guard placed there. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going round until the day ends now.